without further ado, pakilala na natin ang ating mga speakers. Okay, starting off with, ayan, MPP from Talisay City, Cebu. We have Miss Marcia Marie M. Garcia. Yes, and also one of our MPPs then from Cebu City District 2. We have Miss Amy. Hello, Miss Amy. Yes, and also we have our SBDO from Danao City, Cebu District 5. We have Miss Hello, Miss Cheryl. Yes, and also one of our coach. Ayan, and also one of our SBDOs. Ayan, from Naga City District, Cebu District 1. We have Coach Lorena Tan. Hi, Lorena. Yes, and also last but not the least, ang ating nag-iisang senior coach dyan sa ating, and also SBDO ng City, Cebu. Ayan, walang iba, si senior coach Courtney Godeliera. Hello. Ayan, sa ating mga lovely ladies. Ready na ba kayo sa inyong topic for today?
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Hi. Good morning.
Ayan. So,
thank you so much. Na kami.
Yes po, mag-i-start na po ang ating mag-i-start na ang ating mga ano po?
Nosebleed. Sabi niyo po kung ready na po kami, sabi ko nosebleed na po kami.
Parang hindi naman, parang ready naman. Ayan. So, simulan na natin. I'm sure naka-ready na ang ating mga viewers. And ayan, remind lang natin sa ating mga viewers na kung meron kayong mga pens, ayan, and i-note na natin yung mga mahalagang ihahatid sa atin ng ating mga lovely ladies na ito. And of course, kung kayo naman ay techie, pwede kayong mag-screenshot. Ayan. And also, i-comment nyo lang kung ano yung mga nasa sa loob nyo dyan. Pasabugin lang natin yung comment section. And also, huwag natin kalimutan mag-register para makasali sa raffle mamaya. Okay? So, go ahead. Ayan. Simulan na natin ang ating topic for today.
Ayun. Hello. Good morning. Once again, everyone. Ayan po. Maraming salamat po for this opportunity. We are very humbled and honored at the same time kasi I believe na kami po yung unang-una na mga distributors, leaders no na pumasok po dito po sa ating Road to Year 4 in 2024 na activity every 4th of the month. And I think this is our first year, right? First year po natin ito because I can still recall na ang first po na nag-deliver, nag-share po about the Road to Year 4 in 2024 is none other than our VP for Sales and Marketing, Mr. Sadja Rondayaw. Sabi ni Cheryl kanina, nakita niya, nag-memory sa kanya yung sharing. Sabi niya, ay, tayo pala yung after a year, tayo yung napili. And we are very honored for that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Kahit po nosebleed kami. Okay lang, go lang po ng go. And I'd like also to welcome everyone. Ito po yung hub namin dito sa Cebu. Sana po supportahan niyo po yung hub namin. Pwede po kahit sino na team po ay pwede po dito sa amin. Mag-message lang po sa amin dito para po ma-entertain namin. And I'm also very happy to say na nandito na po, Sir Norbert, yung mga products po namin. Ngayon lang po dumating. Kaya ready na po ang ating Cebu Hub para po cater ang lahat ng mga LLIC dito po sa Cebu. Okay, so yun lang po. Yun na po. Thank you po. O, diba? Naririnig po ba kami? Okay lang po ba, Sir Norbert?
Yes, loud and clear po, Mama Connie. Ayan, and congratulations sa inyong mga products.
Ayan, so magsa-start sharing na po ako. Ayun, ayan. O, diba? Ang gaganda namin. Our topic for today ay hello po muna pala sa mga teams po namin sa ibang bansa, especially kanina po na-mention nyo, nandito po si tawag dito, MPP Belanda Velez from Saan yan?
Ireland.
Ireland, Dublin. She is the sister of our dear MPP here, Amy Gombo. Hello po. Hello. Ayan. So, sa mga hindi pa po nakakakilala sa akin, hello. Sa mga first-timers po, nakakita ng Cebuana na ganito po kaganda. Charot. My name is Connie Codiniera. Ayan po, pwede po akong ayun, o diba? My name is Connie Codiniera and I am the co-founder of LLIC Cebu Hub. Ka-open lang po namin and on June 22 is our grand opening po dito po sa ating hub with none other than our GUV Director, Mr. June Pareha. No? So, punta po kayo dito. O, di ba, nag-invite. Okay, so I started po sa LLIC noong 2022. Diyan po kami ni Cheryl, kami po yung dito sa Cebu talaga ang nag-start, no, na doon po kami nag-start noong 2022 kahit na nag-start po yung LLIC ng 2020, tama, 2020. Pero 2022 po namin talagang binigay yung heart po namin dito sa LLIC. Kaya naman, naging po ako sa RTML program po natin, naging senior coach po ako ngayon, and marami na din pong kumikita under our organization, under my organization. And I'm talking about these ladies, no, sa likod ko and also sa mga tabi-tabi. Pasensya na po, Bisaya lang po, ha? Ayan. So, ang topic po natin is about power relentless leadership. Ayan. Actually, nung ibinigay po sa amin ang topic na to, particularly po sa akin, honestly, this is the first time na narinig ko ang term na relentless. Hindi po siya sa akin, hindi po siya bago po siya sa akin. So, gusto ko din pong ipaalam sa inyo kung ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng relentless, because I believe just like me, hindi nyo din po alam. So ngayon, alamin po natin. So relentless is an adjective describing someone or something that is unyielding, persistent, and determined, often in a way that does not allow for respite or relief. Para po sa akin, na-connect ko po sa name ng team natin, Unstoppable Dreamers, because di ba we are team Unstoppable Dreamers. Pag ikaw ay isang relentless, unstoppable ka pala. So once you decide into something, walang kahit bagyo, whatsoever, na dadating, na once you are decided to do it, you are going to do it talaga. That is unyielding, and you are persistent, and you are determined na makuha kung ano yung gusto mo. Yan po yung pagiging relentless. And that is as a person. But if you will say, as a leader, this is a leadership style, no? Relentless leadership is a leadership style characterized by unwavering determination, persistence, and continuous drive to achieve goals and overcome challenges. Lahat naman po ng mga leaders na mga kilala po natin, kahit yung mga teammates po natin, makikita natin yung mga relentless nila na mga characteristics. Later on po, himay-himayin po natin kung ano po ba yung mga characteristics or mga attributes ng isang relentless leader. O diba? Excited na ba kayo? Actually, ngayon ko lang din po alam na ganyan pala yan. And you know what? Meron din po pala sa Bible, no? Sa Bible, may mga characters po doon na we can connect or we can say na these people from the past, no, are also relentless leaders. Sino-sino nga po sila? Sige, anuhin po natin. Ayun, yan si Moses. Okay, bakit? Bakit siya naging relentless? He led the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt and through 40 years in the desert. Despite numerous challenges, opposition from his own people, and personal doubts, Moses remained steadfast in his leadership, relying on God's guidance to deliver the Israelites to the promised land. Siguro kilala naman po natin lahat si Moses, hindi po ba? Diba? Parang magician. Nandito din po si David. Bago po naging king si David. David displayed relentless leadership by trusting in God and showing courage in the face of great danger, such as when he faced Goliath. Diba? Siya po yung pumatay kay Goliath, hindi ba? His determination to follow God's will and his resilience in the face of numerous trials and battles underscored his relentless nature. O diba? So yan po ang mga some of the relentless leaders na makikita po natin sa Bible. Ayun. So, ngayon, let's check within ourselves or sa mga leaders natin, or just check within ourselves if these attributes na ipapakita namin sa inyo tonight, if you have these attributes, and so you will realize that you are a relentless leader. So ano-ano nga ba ang mga attributes to become a relentless leader? Ayun, ready na po ba? I think ready na po ang lahat, and also the girls here, ready na, because sa sinabi nga po ni Sir Norbert kanina, ang gwapong-gwapong Sir Norbert, actually Sir Norbert, gwapong-gwapo ang mga ladies sa inyo ngayong gabi. Ano daw yung nilagay nyo sa mukha nyo? Bakit ang gwapo-gwapo nyo, di ba? So yan, hindi ko na po patatagalin. We have our first speaker. Our first speaker po about relentless leadership, that the first attribute is being decisive. And nandito nga po ang ating, one of the co-founders po ng LLIC Hub, the very beautiful Ma'am Marza Marie Garcia. Yan, palakpakan naman po natin. Okay, yan po.
Hello po sa lahat. Mayong adlaw sa tanan. Good morning to everyone. Hello po sa lahat. To all LLICians, sa lahat ng gwapo at gwapa. At sa mga gumaganda at gaganda palalo dahil sa LLIC, good morning po sa lahat. Let me introduce myself to you. I am Marza Marie Garcia, Tubong, Cebu. Aside from LLIC, I also run a business as a general contractor in line with my profession as a civil engineer.
Wow.
We also manage Airbnb houses, transient rooms, and car rentals. One day, I meet Senior Coach Connie during our subdivision road blessing, together with our city mayor and other visitors here in Talisay, Cebu. I asked her what's her business, and she replied, LLIC Korean products. It's a really coincidence meeting someone who is engaged with this kind of business, which I am looking for. Thank you, Senior Coach Connie, for introducing LLIC to me. It is very much appreciated. Moving on to my topic for tonight is about decisiveness. Someone who makes decisions quickly and confidently, mostly based on a strong understanding of their goals and the necessary steps to achieve them. A person or a leader with a high motivation and with a strong determination on how to acquire and get what they wanted to be for their life are the persons who possesses these kinds of characteristics and traits. He has patterns of thoughts, feelings, and behavior, simply because this implies consistency and stability of what we are aiming for yourself, and of course, for your family as well. Effective leaders must be able to analyze information, weigh options, make informed decisions that are in the best interest to everyone. The commitment of oneself to create a life of freedom for your own, where the alarm doesn't dictate your day. You're the boss of your time.
Yes.
Nobody's rushing you. You get to decide that for yourself anytime. Decisiveness gives us the courage to action our decisions and pursue our passions and achieve goals no matter obstacles arrived.
Tama.
Most importantly, you will know how to balance every single thing and know how to gather information on how to bring your plans or delay a decision versus the cost of making a poor choice. As entrepreneurs, as entrepreneurs, he must make decisions to succeed. Without decisiveness, there be no progress.
Mm.
Being decisive doesn't mean entrepreneurs doesn't have self-doubt. It means they can analyze a situation and make quick decisions, resolve problems, and respond flexibly during decision making. Personally, to be honest, I can say that I possess this kind of character. I wanted to decide quickly for as long as I know that this will lead me and find it with a positive result. Fast forward May 2, 2024, during our meeting for the proposal to come up and grab the MPP 1.27 million as a group, I can't imagine everyone agreed to it. And imagine, we are already made our LLIC Hub Cebu in less than a month.
Yes.
I can say that our decision to grab the promo last May is decisive. And really, I can't imagine talking with you guys now. Grabe, in live Facebook pa talaga. First time in my life being a decisive individual. We know this is effective in the execution of our plans, and through this, achieving goal is very possible. And this increases our confidence, trusting our judgment, and learning to take risk. We build our own confidence and resourcefulness for every single thing. This is all I can share with you about being decisive. And have a wonderful evening.
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations.
Galing! Okay, go.
Now, next, a relentless leader is also a vision focused. Please help me welcome me and my Miss Ina, Miss Lorena Tan, and also she is my co-founder here in LLIC Cebu. Welcome, Miss Ina.
Ayan. Ayan. So, okay. Thank you so much, both Marza, for the very nice introduction. And hello, everyone. First of all, good morning to all of us who are watching here on Facebook Live here at Lurluran International Corporation. Good morning to our board of directors, to our GAVs, to our coach, to our STM officers, and all my LLIC family. A pleasant morning to everyone. A relentless leader is vision focused. Vision focused are leaders with relentless power and have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and are committed to seeing it through regardless of the obstacles. A person focused on vision is forward thinking. So they think ahead of others, and then they have a mindset of anticipating the future trends, opportunities, and proactively planning for them. They actively plan for the future rather than reacting to events as they happen. This includes long-term goals and developing strategies to achieve them, and also constantly seeking new possibilities to create a better future. What is a visionary leader? A visionary leader is someone who has a clear, compelling vision of the future and has the ability to inspire and motivate others towards achieving that vision. She does not only sees a better future, but also she has the skills and determination to lead others towards making that vision into a reality. So ito yung klase na leader na na-visualize na niya kung ano gusto niya mangyari. Ang klarong-klaro na, is very clear in her mind, nakikita na niya na yun ang gusto niya. So hindi lang na-visualize niya kasi it's just easy to say na visualization, na-visualize mo na ganito. Halimbawa, na-visualize mo na maka-create ka ng malaking grupo sa halimbawa sa Mindanao, particularly in Dipolog. But wala ka naman ginawa. There is no action. Like, visualize mo na gusto mo mag-level up sa halimbawa sa RTML, but wala ka naman ginawa. Still no action. Gusto mong makakuha ng 10 directs in 1 month, pero you did not do. Wala kang action. And last but not the least, gusto mong maging top sales performer. Gusto mong ikaw yung nangunguna, pero wala kang ginawa. What I mean to say is that visualization without action results to nothing. Kasi for me, dapat visualization plus meron siya action, it will lead to achieving your goals and the outcome of the desire na gusto mong mangyari. So yun. Kumbaga, you have to put it into application kasi paano ba yung nagtiting ka lang, gusto mo ng ganito mangyari, hindi naman yun mangyayari lahat. If wala kang gagawin, there's no application in it. So one realistic example of that is that yung nangyayari po sa amin dito sa grupo namin nangyayari sa Dipolog and then dito sa Cebu. Let me share a little story of it. That was last year, first quarter of last year, yung nag-uusap kami ni Upline Amy na sa totoo lang, struggling yung pag-create namin dito struggling yung pag-create namin ng grupo, ng network. Kasi yun nga, it's not easy kasi iba, pasong-paso na po. So, sabi ko kay Upline Ami, there will be a time na makakreate tayo ng team sa Mindanao, particularly in Dipolog and in Cebu. And then makakreate din tayo ng yung office. Kasi yung mga tao gusto talaga nila na may office. But I don't know when and how. Yun ang sinasabi ko sa kanya. But God is really good. God is great kasi ginawa niya ng paraan talaga na nangyari-yari ang lahat. It happened. It started that at that time, we only have one member. Yung sa Dipolog. But naka-base po siya dito sa Cebu. And she asked me na pwede bang doon na yung mother niya kasi madami kakilala. So, in short, to cut it short, sinabi ko kay Coach Connie na okay ka ba na baba tayo ng Dipolog? And I'm very thankful to my senior coach Connie, our upline, because she's really a very supportive upline to us. So isang ko lang sa kanya, nag-oo na siya kagad. So what we did, we take the risk and we go out from our comfort zone. So in short, bumaba kami ng Dipolog and then yung isang member naging dalawa, naging tatlo, and hanggang sa dumami. And thanks God for because of the team effort, and also with the team of with the help of the Dipolog team, so nakuha natin si Ma'am Leslie Reluya, yung through Coach Connie na close niya. And thank you Lord na meron na tayong Dipolog Center. So it's very nice talaga na in every place, mas maganda yung meron tayong center. And then I remember we went to Dipolog. That was April with Director June Pareja. That was in time of the opening, yung blessing, opening ng LLAC Dipolog, center ni Ma'am Leslie. So, sinabi, kinausap ko si Director June, naalala ko pa, sabi ko, Director June, nahirapan kami mag-build ng team sa Cebu. Tapos sabi naman ni Director June, mag-ano kayo ma'am, mag-digital marketing. Kasi, di ba yung si Coach Adel, ang ganda ng resulta. Hindi pa namin alam mag-digital marketing. Sabi nga niya, tuturuan ko kayo when I'm in Cebu. So we're very happy to hear that. And then, sabi pa niya, mag-create kayo ng hub. So yun, mag-create kayo ng hub. So yun, nasa isipan namin ng create ng hub, pero hindi pa namin alam when at kung paano gagawin. But, so yun, so hanggang bumalik kami dito sa Cebu. So one time napatawag si Coach Connie ng meeting kasi na doon sa GC namin. Actually, hindi ko alam kung ano yung agenda. Hindi ko alam yung meeting. So, kasi kami, pag sinabi ni Coach Connie ng meeting, mag-just apply lang kami. Punta na doon kaagad. Hindi ko nga alam kung anong meeting. Basta pagpunta doon, God is really good. Kasi, biro mo, yung parang lahat ng kaming lima, yung mind namin, parang inaano na ni Lord ba? Inaano na ng Holy Spirit na, walang nag-object, nag-oo ka agad in one meeting, imagine. Tapos yun tapos the following day, tinignan na namin itong place na to. It was an empty place, wala talagang kasi box lang siya eh. And then the following week, contract signing, grabe, di ba? So grabe yung mga kasama ko, yung power yung mga team. Na-amaze na ko na. But anyway, so yun. During our meeting, that's in line with the yung kakalabas lang ng promo ng yung 1.2 something na promo, 1.2 M na promo ng MPP. So dahil sa kagustuhan naming kunin talaga yung promo para may products tayo dito. So whatever it takes talaga. Hindi naman naka-ready yung resources namin lahat. So ayun, may homework kami So, that is divided by 5. So ayan, mag-ano ka ng 200 something isa-isa. So you know what? Dito lumalabas po yung teamwork sa isa't isa kasi during that time, hindi naman lahat naka-ready ang mga pera namin. Yung mga resources namin, hindi naman lahat. Kasi yung iba, like, upline share it, kabibili lang ng car. So, kaya, ayun. So pala yung cash na doon. So, the good thing is, doon lumalabas talaga ang teamwork kasi yung iba may sobra ako dito 30K meron dito so ganun so hanggang nabuo talaga siya. What I mean is pag determinado kayong kunin or gawin ang isang na-visualize mo na ganyan, kukunin ko to, mangyayari to, talagang mangyayari yun, minamanifest mo na. Okay, so what I want to say is kung nakaya ng team namin, of course, to all the teams that are present here, LLAC teams, lahat ng teams, kaya po ninyo yan. Alam ko kaya niyo. Kung nakaya namin, mas lalong kaya niyo. Diba po? Correct. Ayan. So, you just have to, baka matanong niyo, bakit nakaya namin? Nakaya po siya namin because we have one vision and one goal. Yung vision namin kasi noon pa, gusto talaga namin yung may office dito, yung ganyan, gusto namin talaga kasi yung mga tao dito naghahanap ng office. So ayun, so in God's grace talaga nabuo itong office, no? And then of course, lahat tayo we have one goal, one dream to become a mentor. Aminin, pag mentor ka na, ibig sabihin, malaki yung kinikita mo. Correct. So madami ka na matutulungan, makakatulong ka na sa pamilya mo din, di ba? So yun naman ang reason na nandito tayo. So yun po. So yung ko sa inyo, you have to believe in yourself first. You have to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Because pag wala kang believe sa sarili mo, wala ding mangyayari, di ba? Paano maipapasa sa iba na maniwala sa iyo na ikaw mismo kulang yung belief sa sarili mo, di ba? I mean, you cannot share what you don't have. Di ba po? Correct. So second, believe in your team. Bakit po? Kasi isa't isa sa inyo, may iba-ibang kakayahan. So, kukuha kayo ng strength sa isa't isa. At sa isa't isa sa inyo, meron kayong strength. Di ba? Yung iba ay magaling mag-present. Yung iba magaling mag-closing. Yung iba magaling mag-visualize. Di ba? Yung ibang magaling sa sales, yung magbenta-benta, gaya ni yung si Upline Cheryl, di ba? Yung taga-benta queen natin. Ayun. And the next is believe in the company.
Yes.
True.
Kaya nga, my dear LLACians, kaya nga nandito tayo lahat. Bakit po tayo nandito? But because we believe in the company, we believe in LLIC. That LLIC will lead us to the abundant life na gusto nating mangyari sa ating mga pamilya, di ba po? And of course, the last, saglit po. And then, aside from that, we have to believe yung programa ng company sa atin. Dapat i-follow natin yan kung anong programa ng company sa atin and then believe in the system. And the last but not the least is believe in our Almighty God who is the source of all abundance. Di ba po? Kasi si God, gagawin niya yung impossible to possible.
Correct.
And that ends po my sharing about my discussion about Vision Focus. And thank you so much po sa pakikinig. And of course, I want to thank, I also want to thank Director Jun Pareha for always, shout out ko po sa kanya, for always guiding us and encouraging us to ng hobby. Ito na po, Director Jun. And then, and above all, to our Almighty God for giving me this wisdom. Naku po, hindi nyo lang alam. Talagang to the max na to. No, makapag-share. Kasi may tayo may tawag tayo from above na mag-share ka. And then that's all. And thank you so much. To God be all the glory. And our next, yung mag-speak, a relentless leader is accountable. I'll give you to my co-founder here in LLIC Cebu. That's Upline Amy Gumbok.
Love it.
Thank you so much, Coach Lorena Tan, for that wonderful introduction. Good morning, everyone, especially to all LLICian. And I would like to thank you all for coming here today. Now I'm interested to talk about accountability. Accountability is a kind of a leader which has a relentless power to hold themselves and their team accountable for the results, ensuring that everyone remains focused and motivated. Actually, accountability is a concept we often heard about. But let me dive deeper about the significance on how to transform our team and our outcomes. First and foremost, we have to know what's the meaning of accountability. Accountability for me is a kind of a commitment that holds us accountable of our actions, decision, and our outcomes. It is not just being responsible when times goes wrong. It is also recognizing and celebrating one's achievements. Being a leader, as an accountable leader, we show, it demonstrates to us the integrity, it builds us power, and it builds us to become reliable person. It empowers us to become proactive rather than reactive. It is also encourage us to set our clear goals and take the initiative to constantly evaluate our progress. Creating a hub is a very, very greatest experience that I have, and it's a challenge for me. We made it happen with the collaborative efforts of all of us and with the great support of our coach, Connie Cordinera. Being a part of this team really helps me realize that things can happen and things is possible. And everyone remains accountable, dedicated, and motivated for achieving our greatest outcomes. Our open communication with each other help us to create a clear goals and initiate to evaluate our progress. We thank God for making all this possible. To truly embrace accountability, we had to set a clear expectations and understanding of our roles and specific outcomes. We need to stay focused, align with our team objectives. We need to have a clear and open and honest communication with each other. Together, we foster our personal and professional growth and challenge us to continually learn, adapt, evolve, and making us a better individual. Let's embrace accountability and make our team the best it can be. Thank you all. To God be all the glory. I hope this one sink to each and every one of us that being unaccountable is just that being accountable when something goes wrong. Whatever happened, we are accountable of our actions. This is the meaning of being an accountable leader. And for that, I would like to introduce the next, a relentless leader who will discuss about what a resilient leader would be. That would be Cheryl B. Mabatid.
Thank you, Coach Ami,
You're welcome.
for that wonderful introduction. So, good morning to everyone. Good shout out to all LLICians watching us from live and all over the world. So, let me introduce myself. I am Cheryl Mabatid, SBDO of Danao City, Cebu. Before joining LLIC, I worked in a corporate job for 12 years. So I decided to open a business, and now I have my own cake and pastry business, which is really my passion. During pandemic, I met an angel from our mother company, which is LLIC, which is TPC, Senior Coach Connie, and now we are doing LLIC together. So I want to grab this opportunity to once again thank her for introducing me this kind of business, and the rest is what we call history. Thank you very much. So moving on, my topic for tonight is a relentless leader, resilient. So this is the 4 key attributes of being a relentless leader. So leader with relentless power demonstrate high level of resilience, bouncing back from setbacks and maintaining momentum even in the face of challenges. Leaders with relentless power possess remarkable ability to recover and thrive despite the adversity. These kind of leaders are not easily discouraged by failures or obstacles. Instead, they use setbacks as learning experiences, quickly adapting and finding ways to move forward. When faced with setbacks, these kind of leaders do not dwell on negative. They regain their composure with grace, reassess the situation, and take proactive steps to overcome the issues. Even in the midst of challenges, they kept their goals in sight and continue to drive progress. Their determination and perseverance endure that the pace of their work remains steady and focused. Rather than avoiding the difficulties, they confront them head on. They remain optimistic, proactive, seeking solution, and remain committed to their visions. Just like the flower in this picture. As you can see, it blooms despite the harsh environment. Becoming a resilient leader means that you manage to overcome all your challenges and hardship that's in your way. A great example is myself. At first, I was afraid that I could not be able to manage my LLIC business because this kind of business is new to me, the network marketing business. But I conquer my fear and I overcome all the obstacles through constantly attending training, and kept myself involved in this business. It's not easy, but as long as you keep yourself, you are willing to learn, you can overcome all the obstacles. I see to it that I remain focused to my goal and become successful. With this LLIC Cebu Hub, we will persevere and be relentless. Whatever challenges we may encounter, we will persist and excel by adapting constantly, learning and moving forward no matter what the obstacles arises. For me, resilience is a choice. It is choosing to rise above all your circumstances, no matter how difficult, and become the person you meant to be. With that, may kilang po ang sharing ko. With that, thank you very much, and to God be all the glory. And once again, let me introduce our very supportive and great leader who made this possible, Senior Coach Connie Codinera. Thank you.
Ayun. Nawala tayo. Ay. Ay nako, bumalik sa akin. Naumay na ba ang lahat? Oh my God, I'm very speechless kasi ang galing-galing. Ang galing-galing po nila. And I'm very happy ngayon sa naging resulta. Kahit na nag-nosebleed daw, pero parang hindi naman, di ba? Very nga sila. Very, tawag dito, napaka-prepared, no? Very prepared. Kaya, I'd like to take this opportunity kasi hindi na po ako babalik pang third time. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate my co-founders here, sa LLIC Cebu Hub. Napakagaling. And with that, alam ko na lalaki po ang Cebu Hub namin na ito, di ba? Ngayon po, hindi pa po tapos. Meron pa po tayong other attributes para sa isang, if you are a relentless leader. Isa na po doon, or dalawa, or tatlo. A relentless leader is an influencer. Isa din po siyang inspirational leader and at the same time, a strategic planner. Yan. Ang nakita ko po na example, wag na po tayong lumayo, is our founder, the mayor of FAMI Laguna himself, the very handsome Mr. Lorenzo Reliosa. Siya po ang nakikita nating lahat na influencer, inspirational, and of course, strategic planner. Bakit nga ba? Leaders with relentless power often influence and inspire others because of their unwavering commitment, fostering a culture of determination and perseverance within their team or organization. Sa mga hindi pa po nakita or napanood yung life story po ng ating founder na si Mr. Lorenzo Reliosa, nasa ano po yan? Nasa rated K, right? Oo. Ano po yun? I think year 2021, yes. Father's Day, siya po, he is one of the guests, sa Father's Day, So about his kung saan po siya nagsimula, kung saan po siya nagsimula at paano po siya naging isang millionaire, or maybe billionaire. So grabe po yung influence po niya sa organization, within their organization, their team, and of course ngayon na lumalaki na po ang TPC, ang ating mother company, mas lumalaki pa, and LLIC going to this is our 4th year and going to our 5th year. So na every time we see our founder, kasi hindi po siya pumupunta o hindi po siya nagpapakita as often, unlike before na hindi pa po siya mayor, president pa po natin siya, nakikita natin siya most of the time sa mga live events. Pero ngayon po na nasa, na siya, mayor na po siya, hindi na po masyado. Pero every time po, nagpapakita po siya sa mga live events, especially kung nasa Luzon, yung mga taga Luzon. I suggest po na talagang pumunta po kayo kasi it's really empowering, no? It's very empowering pag nakita niyo po siya in person. I'd like to share my first meeting with our founder, si Sir Lawrence, no? I think it was during the blessing ng ating bago pa yung bago pa yung yung room, no, yung LLIC room, no, sa second floor ng sa Lemon Square, kung saan nagpresent po sila. So yan po yung presentation room po ng LLIC. Tapos nagpakilala po ako sa kanya. Sabi ko, hello po, I'm Connie Codiniera, I am TPC City Stakis, and also I am the SBDO of LLIC. Tapos ang sabi po niya is very humble. Sabi po niya, nako, thank you very much for your trust sa akin and sa company. That was exactly his words. I remember what I felt at that time. I was really parang naano ako sa kanya, grabe, ang humble na tao. No, but when you see him, you can see his influence. You can see kung gaano siya, kasi 'di ba, pag successful na yung tao, hindi natin nakikita yung mga struggles. Doon na natin nakikita kung ano siya ngayon, di ba? Pero if you see them, you can see parang glowing, naglo-glow, di ba? Parang yung mga artista, pag nakita natin, tumitibok yung puso natin, di ba? Parang, grabe, kinikilig tayo, ganon. So, ganyan po yung feeling natin pag nakikita po natin ang ating founder, di ba? Nakita niyo ba yung founder natin? Parang hindi pa.
Nakita.
Ano? Yes, ano pala. Pero the girls did not see him parang very close, right? So, yun. Ayan, so yung mga taga Luzon, they are very lucky pag nandyan po ang ating founder sa sa office natin. Talagang puntahan po natin yan kasi this person is really inspirational. And if you say strategic planner, of course, from the moment na from the moment na he decided to stop being poor, kasi napaka poor po ng ating founder before. Syempre, meron pong strategy, yung ginawa niya. From that time na he decided, sabi nga niya sa last sharing po niya, sabi niya, kasi with the kind of work na he was currently doing at that time, kahit na napaka-pusigido, hindi niya nakikita na makukuha niya ang dreams niya with that, 'di ba? Alam naman natin, we as Filipinos, we are really we are resilient. We are talagang natin, grabe yung banat ng buto talaga pag nagtatrabaho tayo. But we are not also, we should know when to work smart also, because it's not hindi lang po siya pwede, no? It's not hindi siya pwede na work hard lang. Dapat work smart din. Kasi no matter how you work hard, kung yung lugar mo ngayon, kung ano ka ngayon, ay nakikita mo na walang pag-asa na magbibigay sa iyo ng magandang buhay, 'di ba? So we are very lucky because LLIC is here para po sa atin na mga talagang we really work hard para makuha yung mga gusto natin, and this opportunity came to us. Right opportunity, let's just work hard and work smart at the same time. Imposible po with this relentless leadership na nalaman po natin ngayon. Alam ko na marami ang talagang magiging successful, di ba? With all the trainings na binibigay po ng LLIC management po sa atin. Okay, ayun. Alright. So, ayan. Syempre po, tayo pong lahat, I believe, ay hindi pa talaga nandun, no? Nandun sa pagiging relentless leader. So, yan ang question, how to become a relentless leader. So, number 1, ayun, kailangan po natin mag-set ng clear goals, di ba? Ang dami, no? 13, pero mabilis lang po yan. So, if you set clear goals, meaning you define and break down ambitions and actionable goals. So, for example, ngayon in LLIC, tingnan nyo kung nasaan na kayo ngayon. You're going to open your web account, no? Tingnan nyo kung nasaan na po kayo ngayon. And then, mag-set kayo ng goal. For example, your goal, you want to become, syempre kung novice pa kayo ngayon, first, kakapasok nyo pa lang sa LLIC, then you are called as novice, di ba? Next, ang kagandahan po dito ay meron po tayong mga goals, no? Meron nang ipapakita sa inyo kung ano yung pwede nating gawin next step. So our next step is to become an upline. So tingnan natin, let's put detailed goals kung ano yung detailed things that we needed to do para po makuha natin ang next goal po natin. Diba? So let's have clear goals para maging relentless leader po tayo. Number 2, develop resilience. Sabi nga ni Cheryl kanina, di ba? Resilience, no? Build mental toughness and learn from failure. So kailangan, pag resilient yung tao kasi, patibayan ng loob, no? Aside from mental toughness, kailangan matibay din yung loob mo. How do you do that? Paano maging matibay yung loob mo? This is through mga ginagawa mo, mga nagawa mo, and you failed. No? So kailangan mag-fail po tayo. It's okay to fail, no? Once now we fail, we become tough. We toughen up, no? We toughen up. Kasi pag hindi po tayo magiging tough, talagang kakainin po tayo ng buhay in this world. Kasi, grabe po talaga yung outside, no? Outside world, it's really tough. Kung sabihin nyo, LLIC, network marketing, this kind of business is really hard. Oh my God, no? Saan ba yung hindi hard? Lahat naman hard. Di ba? Hard naman. So sabi nga, choose your heart. O, diba? Let's choose LLIC. Okay, then maintain positivity. So, tingin nyo, no, yung mga mukha namin, very positive, no? It doesn't mean na walang problema. Oo, hindi po yan ibig sabihin na walang problema. But, we remain positive, we stay optimistic, and focus po sa goal po namin, no? So ngayon, this is our project, di ba, na magsalita for our road to year 4. Tonight. So talagang naging optimistic kami. Ako, I'm very optimistic na the girls will do great. And tingnan nyo naman kung ano yung na-deliver po nila ngayong gabi. Even though some of them are like, oh, Coach Con, I'm shy, mga ganon. But I truly believe in my deep inside me na talagang they can deliver because I can see them No, so that's why hindi ako nag-doubt about their capabilities na talagang makakapag-deliver sila ng maganda tonight para po ma-encourage and ma-inspire po lahat ng mga nanonood live and of course sa mga manunood pa, di ba? So that is lead by example. So if you're going to lead by example, for example, ikaw pa lang wala ka pang downline, no, you can lead yourself. Ikaw yung i-lead muna yung self mo. Kasi if you cannot lead yourself into something, how can you lead other people? So you have to lead yourself first, no? For example, kahit sa pagpunta sa trainings, no? Dyan pa lang, for example, wala ka pang downline. So you lead yourself to go there, to open your cell phone, to open your computer or laptop para maka-log in, no, para po pumunta sa Zoom, 'di ba? Ayan. And of course ngayon, sa mga nandito, congratulations kasi alam ko busog na busog po kayo sa mga binigay namin tonight. Okay? So you lead by example. Kung meron ka ng grupo, then that's a big sa'yo to lead. Kasi kailangan po talaga sa grupo po, kailangan po talaga ng may magli-lead. Kung hindi, mamamatay po ang grupo. Okay. So number 5 is encourage learning. Ayun. So promote continuous personal and professional growth. Itong ginawa po namin ngayon, I know this is very uncomfortable para po sa the rest of us. Pero I know, sinabi ko nga po kanina na alam ko na they can deliver. So with this, I encourage them to learn something because this is new talaga sa kanila. Although Coach Ina, Cheryl, and Upline Amy, nag-zoom yan, nag-share, but they felt na this is on the higher level kasi naka-live. Sabi niya, naka-live. Ganon, ang arte-arte. But, talagang they deliver. Diba? Next is communicate effectively. Kasi po, napaka-importante po ng communication if you're a leader, no? Kailangan po na continuous yung communication natin sa atin pong mga members, especially yung mga buhay. Kasi ang hirap buhayin ng patay. Diba? So, as long as they reply, no, continuous communication is really important. And kailangan po yan, maging clear ka, no? Maging clear ka, be clear, transparent, and you listen. Kailangan you listen actively. So kung may sasabihin sa'yo, yung member mo, yung downline mo, you listen. Huwag kang mag-cellphone. Kasi ano po yan, that is really offending pag nakikipag-usap sa'yo yung downline mo tapos nagsi-cellphone ka, di ba? So hindi ka nakikinig. You're not actively listening. Because if you are an active listener, alam mo kung ano yung sinasabi niya and you can react. No, you can react kung ano yung sinasabi niya, 'di ba? I think lahat naman tayo dito na naka-experience ng gano'n na nakikipag-usap tayo tapos may yung kausap natin, may kausap, 'di ba? So napaka-offending nun. So as a leader, we have to communicate effectively. Ayun. Sunod po, let's empower your team. When you say empower your team, it doesn't mean na power lang. Hindi po ganon. If you are empowering your team, that means po, kung ano yung ginagawa niya, kung ano yung nagawa niya, ipaalam mo sa buong mundo that she did that. No? So that's a great way to empower your team. Parang iangat mo siya. Iangat mo. Hindi yung power-poweran lang. Yung totoo. No, iangat mo siya for him to become empowered. Kasi pag nag-empower ka ng isang tao, maaangat mo siya, makikita parang yung madadagdagan yung value niya sa sarili niya, and that person will feel valued. Oh, ganon. So ganon po yung pag-empower. If you want to be a relentless leader, dapat alam mo kung paano mag-empower ng team mo. So kung meron siyang pay-in, no, example lang, kung meron siyang pay-in, ipagsigawan mo, 'di ba? That you are talagang proud ka kasi alam naman natin hindi madali magpa-pay-in. So, by empowering that person, talagang gusto rin niya na gawin 'yan ulit, 'di ba? So, that's how you empower your team. And also, you foster collaboration. Sabi nga ni Amy kanina na kailangan, kasi iba-iba, no? Iba-iba tayo ng mga ideas, no? So if you foster collaboration, you value teamwork and diverse perspectives. Minsan kasi tayo, we thought na ito na yung the best. But if we are going to listen to our teammates, no, mas may makikita tayo na, or may maririnig tayo ng mga other ideas na talagang mas maganda pala. Like for example, nung mag-brainstorming kami kung ano yung magandang name ng aming page, 'di ba? So ang daming mga names until we decided po ng napakagandang name. Anong name natin, girls? Korean Skincare Essence. So, i-like nyo po yung page namin. Diba? Number 9 is stay adaptable. Ito po, especially sa mga may edad na, napakahirap maging adaptable kasi minsan, we are very comfortable kung nasa na tayo. So, kung merong changes, parang inaano na natin, hindi ko kaya yan. Ganon, di ba? In this kind of business, and if you want to be a relentless leader, kailangan adaptable ka. Especially dito po sa network marketing, sa LLIC, monthly, parang merong bago. Di ba? May changes. So, you have to adapt properly. And, syempre, of course, merong negative. Di ba? May negative. But, we have to understand na yung mga people behind our company are doing those mga changes for the better, no? Especially, syempre, sila yung may-ari, di ba, ng company. Hindi yun iniisip nila na malugi. Di ba? So, dapat we adapt. Right away, no? Right away. Wag yung, ang pangit ng bagong ano ngayon, di ba? Especially ngayon, may iniba, may changes, iibahin. Sorry po. May iibahin sa ating marketing plan, di ba? Enhance yung ating unilevel. Ayun. So that is one of those changes, no, na big changes na natin sa atin pong mga members, di ba? Number 10, hindi po ba kayo na-bore? Number 10 is be persistent. Ano nga ba yung persistent? Sabi dito, remain steadfast despite of obstacles. So, remain firm. Kung whatever ang mangyayari, di ba? Once you decided, you go for it. You still, yes, no matter what, be firm with your decision. Katulad ng nangyari sa amin dito, we are very firm na talagang ilaban natin yung ating Cebu Hub. So, i-open natin yan. Ayan. So, within a month, no, talagang nabuo ang ating hub. Ayun. Diba? So, number 11, ayun, balance work and rest. Napaka-importante. Even si Lord, diba, nung He created the world, nag-rest siya on the 7th day. Tama ba? 7th day. Diba? So, kailangan po yan para po, no, to ensure periods of rest for long-term effectiveness. Kasi pag wala tayong rest, no, wag namang rest in peace. Pag meron po tayong rest, talagang na parang ang minds po natin na re-reset. So, importante po yan. And we have to balance our time with work and with family. Diba? Hindi lang pwedeng work lang. So, dapat, syempre, yung family po natin is our resting place. Diba? Happy place po natin yan. Okay, number 12 is you seek feedback. Ayun. So, use feedback for improvement. Kailangan po na every time we do anything, no, magsisik po tayo ng feedback or sa atin pong product demo, no? Product demo po natin, magsik tayo ng feedback. Anong nangyari? Ano yung anong nagustuhan mo sa products namin? Ano yung pinakagusto mo? Ano yung ayaw mo? Bakit ayaw mo yun? Or bakit nagustuhan mo yun? Yung mga something like that na mga feedback, because that is really important para po sa atin, para sa growth po natin and sa ating company. Diba? Number 13. Wow, last na po. Build strong relationships. Ayan, napaka-importante. Ito po yung topic ni Director June kagabi about relationships. Diba? Sabi po, develop trust and strong connections. Kasi po, if you build relationship po dito po sa ating company, especially po sa team, number 1 po dyan is trust. Diba? If narinig niyo po yung explanation ni Direk June kagabi, napakaganda ng explanation ni Direk June. Sabi niya, number 1 po yan is trust. So we cannot do business to anyone kung wala po yung trust. Ngayon, if that person nag-engage na po siya sa business natin, meaning nag-trust po siya sa atin. So if meron na po nun, let's do whatever it takes para po hindi po mawala yung trust na binigay po sa atin, especially yung mga big big pay-ins, no, big packages ang kinuha, 'di ba, sa atin. Kaya yan. Wait, tubig muna. Tubig break. Ayan po yung mga kailangan po natin, especially sa mga bago, yan po yung mga kailangan natin para maging relentless leader po tayo, para maging successful po tayo dito sa business natin. Di ba po, ang hirap no, ang dami, but it's okay because para po yan sa atin, para maging successful po tayo dito. Kasi kailangan po ng team, hindi po tayo magiging successful kung ikaw lang, kung mag-isa ka lang. So kailangan mag-build po tayo ng team. O di ba? Okay, so let's read this. No, it is important that we lead our team because we are the ones that provide direction and purpose, helping people understand where they are headed and why. Because without vision, people may lack motivation and clarity, resulting in a lack of progress and potential downfall. O, di ba? Kaya kailangan po talaga ang leadership sa atin po, kahit po sa ating bahay, kailangan po yan ng leadership. And even to ourselves, kailangan natin yan. No? Okay, so, yeah, leadership is in the Bible, di ba? Sabi po sa Proverbs 29:18, where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Ayan. Thank you very much po. To God be all the glory.